Hello, so this is going to be a quick tour of the new version of AsterSketch. What we're seeing here is the version 1, the legacy app. Here's the navigation bar for your home, plant library, plant palette, visualization, and projects. To access the new version, click the bottom left button, try the new AsterSketch. What you'll see here is directly your project view. On the top bar, you'll see how you can navigate to projects or to your plant library. So let's start by the projects. We'll click here to start the onboard. I create a new project. This is my project space in 4 clear steps: drawing, planting, rendering, and sharing. In this space, I'm going to import a planting plan. And as in the legacy app, I'm just going to set my dimensions. And my site survey is now here. I'm now going to draw a plant bed. And I can also use primitives. And the app, because I am in the onboarding mode, is telling me to go into the planting. So let's do that. Same view, but what changed is that on the left side, I now see plants. I can filter my library or my palettes, or I can simply search any plant in the database. And I can see the dimensions of the plants directly here. And I'm going to start by placing a tree. I'm now going to go into my library, remove the filter, and I want to add shrubs. And so I can come here, zoom in and add them. The plants do not overlap. I can decide to place them by groups of 3 or more, or I can create a row, or I can undo this and I can do a drift, which is a little messy for here. Next, I'll go directly into rendering the view. So what we're seeing here is a 3D generation of my planting plan. I can use the left mouse button to orbit around the location of my click, and the middle mouse button to pan. If you want other controls, you can click this top left button to select your more comfortable configuration if you're used to using SketchUp, for example. And the beauty of this is that I can come back here and I can modify my planting plan and directly go back to 3D, and the plants are here. On the right side panel, the rendering settings, where I can set the age of my plants, as well as the seasons, and all the rendering settings that you're used to. What's new is that you can also set the camera lens for a more accurate render. So let's say that I want if I get confused, I can also use this little map here to set my camera. Actually, with a 55mm lens, it gets quite hard to navigate. So let's say I like this view. I'm gonna save the view here. And I want maybe an overview like this. So I can then use my keyboard to navigate between the views. The views are all listed here, camera 1, camera 2. So this is where I choose the source of my render. I can start from a camera, an image, or a palette. If I start from an image, I can upload an image. And if I start from a palette, I can select any plant palette and I can choose presets. I can then move the camera. And this plant bed is generated by the software. But so you can shuffle to generate a random arrangement, or you can come in here and set up your own arrangement. And you're then fully in control. But let's go back to our views. And so I'm going to select my camera 1. I want a clean background, studio style. I don't want any scale figures or labels. I want golden hour, and I'm going to render this view. When I render, I can keep working. So I can see the progress of my render in the render queue. And I can start multiple renders at the same time. And when they'll be ready, I'll be notified. Here we go. So that's our first image with our oak tree and the plants we placed. You'll realize that this is extremely accurate in terms of our initial image. So if you look at this, this is our initial view, and this is the render. Go back, or master view and the render, almost the same. Now when you have done a render, it lives inside images. And this is where you can do edits. So you could say, add a person. And you click refine image, and it will create a new version here. This is a way of doing localized, precise edits of your renders. It's still in beta, and we're improving it every day. You can also directly add text here. Or you can use this brush to this polygon creator to be more precise. Remove this plant bed and refine the image. And you can, the beauty of this render queue is that you can keep using the tool without losing it. So now I'm going to go into sharing, and I can see all the different parts of my project. The gallery with my renders, and we can see the new one. And I can also export the planting plan. So this one is probably less advanced than the V1, but the mood board has been upgraded with presets where you can use some of the controls to customize the way you want the mood board to look. Use schedule to order the plants. Tick these boxes to choose which parameters you want to show and how you want to align the text. Set the corners if you want round corners or sharp edges, warm or white paper. Set the outer margin and decide to include or exclude the title. And if images are missing from your plant cards, you can decide to exclude them here. And finally, you can add your company name here, and it will show if you have a title in here. And I'm now gonna print and save, and I can save as a PDF, just like that. And that's how it works. So now if I save and finish, I get back to my project, and I can go into my plant library. In your plant library, you have 3 categories. You can browse all the plants in the database. Here, this is your saved library, so all the plants that you have used or added, they're bookmarked. And then my plants, which are the cards I either created or imported. To create a plant card, click the bottom left button, or to import directly a list, load it in here. Palettes still exist. You can access them here, and you can directly generate a mood board for them through this top right button. You can also take them to visualization through this button. For search, we've added filters such as soil, pH, water, sun, etc. This is the new version of AsterSketch. We hope you'll enjoy it, and we look forward to your feedback. Thank you.